Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So, before we get into the meat of the episode, we got a couple of little things we need to take care of. So, we got these hatches here. They're getting hungry. Now, that one's not particularly hungry. This one is. Like, there's a few around here that are hungry, and I've been looking around and I'm like, there's a little bit of igneous rock. There's granite. Is igneous rock on their menu? I don't know. I'm trying to see. There's a lot of stuff here. Sand, sandstone, clay, crushed rock. Crushed rock? What is crushed rock? Is that something I can make here? Crushed rock. There's sand. Crushed rock. Granite to sand, igneous rock to sand, to sand, to sand, to sand. I don't see crushed rock. That's interesting. Not where I was going with this, but still. Alright, let's see. Do. So we can go with some lice loaf. I've been thinking about that. What is this crushed rock? Sedimentary rock, blah, 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 blah. So, looking through here, I don't see any granite, which is most of what's sitting in there. And I thought that they used to eat granite, but apparently they don't anymore. We need to build ourselves one of these, a critter feeder. I'll just make it out of aluminum. It's not particularly high temperature there. I'll just pop that right there. We also have some weird CO2 buildups happening, so I'm going to pop down just a couple of algae terrariums to kind of, help offset that a little bit. Hopefully that'll be enough. Alright, so other than that, we've gotten our glass refinery, our glass forge, sorry, built. It's obsidian. It's telling me there's a high melt risk. The overheat temperatures on it is 194. But that, because I've made it out of obsidian, which is the best thing I could make it out of so far. And I'm not sure. Yeah, look at this. Base value plus what? I don't know. Anyway, we'll go ahead and let things start running. We're going to need to expand this area considerably. Let's actually take a quick look here. I want to see how much space I have between this tile and my upper limit here. So to do that, I'm going to just kind of take some wire and be like, all right, so my absolute upper limit here is this. 31. That's plenty. That's enough. I mean, it's enough. It's not plenty, but there we go. All right. It'll do. That's our highest point, so that's what we need to worry about. So basically, the space scanner needs to not have blocks in its way for 14 in every direction. Which is not technically true, like one direction, it's like 13 one directions, it's 15, but ultimately it's fine. I just do 14 around, it'll be okay. Now, minus a couple of very specific blocks. Things that air can pass through, like airflow or mesh tiles, can be in the way, as well as open doors. So we're going to use those open doors to kind of get things done. If and when we eventually get up there. But we need to go 14 this direction before we get our initial thing. So, we are going to need some ladders, because those also don't get in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, oops, 13, 14. Let's cancel that one. So by doing that, every other space, they can hop across, and that means that is going to be 14. Well, I think I need 14, slightly more than that, but because there is the space that the scanner itself takes up. But we're going to get these guys into place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And each of those is 4, though. Maybe that's more. No, that's right. That's correct. And then I'll probably need one more, just because the space scanner itself. Where are you? Rocketry? No. Automation. Yeah, space scanner. Because you are 2 blocks wide. So we're going to need just one more of those doors to get one scanner up. And then we're going to probably want at least 2 scanners so that we can have one scanning for meteor storms and one scanning for rockets returning. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So we've got... Do I want to make this... Do I want to, like, reconfigure this a little bit and get this going for rockets? Maybe? I mean... Maybe. I don't know about a hydrogen source yet, although I've got this all right here. This might work. This might be a decent enough spot. Ooh, what are you? Oh no, you're sedimentary rock. Never mind. Oh, we've been a cycle. We should check and see. All right, you. We want stuff for, well, hatches. Let's see what it will actually give us here. All right. Yeah, see, the crushed rock is not on this menu, so that maybe that's something that they haven't implemented yet. So let's see. Well, let's see what we actually have, resources-wise, before we get too far into this. So let's see. We want raw minerals. We have a lot of sedimentary rock. I might want to do sedimentary rock for the time being. What else do we got? I know that there is the consumable. No, none of that. Where's the sand? Is that under raw mineral? No. Where's sand? Sand. Table salt? I should probably start making some table salt. Cultivable soil? No. It's not under consumable ore as much as I would like it to be. Industrial ingredient? No. Where is sand? Metal ore? Obviously not. Refined metal? Obviously not. Raw mineral? Which is where I would think it would be, but no. We got sandstone in there, but not sand. Here we go. Filtration medium. Sand. We're out of sand. Okay. We have no sand. Oh, that's going to be a giant pain. I'm going to have to make some sand in order to even make glass. Oh, I'm going to need to set up a way to melt regolith. That's going to have to be on there soon. All right, so we want hatch. Not the smooth versions, just the regular hatches. We are going to put in... What type was it I said? Sedimentary? Put in some sedimentary rock for the time being. We'll call that good. Alright, how about you guys? You guys are starting to clear up this CO2 mess that's here for whatever reason. There is another morb down here. Kill the morb. These guys are just kind of running away. How are... Oh, man. Combat, yes, they're killing the morb. This is set up. Okay, yeah, so I don't have this quite fully set up yet, but that's because I need to come over here and I need to deconstruct that one. That one spot. Let's actually set you to a higher priority so that you get done soon. Why you're saying you're... Well, I guess you might be unreachable. Let's go ahead and get that done. Come on, here comes a guy in a spacesuit. Who's that? Max. Alright, Max. Bam. Alright, now we need, fairly quickly, to first connect you, and you'll be fine, and now connect you. And you need to be like the highest priority. And this will start cooling this area down as well, including the little spot. I put a temp shift plate right where the glass is going to come out so that the maximum amount of heat will transfer into it from there. And then as you can see, I switched to insulated after that, so that'll hopefully make do. Alright, come on. Here we go. Alright, now how is this down here? I know we're getting close to this thing starting up again. You have 2 cycles. Okay. We're still having those power issues, which is what we're trying to take care of here ultimately. This guy started up again, so we're getting tiny little spits and spurts of power out of this system. This was not worth it. I'm going to have to figure out something else to do with these carbon dioxide vents, because there's another one of them over here. I'll have to figure out something useful to do with them. Theoretically, I could, like, feed it to slicksters or something, but I've got plenty of oil. I'm having issues getting through the water I have, so that's oil isn't a problem. So using CO2 for that is worthless. This guy's not nice because it outputs at a nice low temperature. You see, you got these nice low temperatures here. You know, it's 50. Well, it's 57 degrees in here at the moment, but that's because it had to cool down some stuff initially, and this guy's dormant now. So hopefully that temperature will do nothing but go down over time. Anyway, we now have this pipes going through here. Excellent. Oh, and there's a little bit more CO2 in the system. Oh, yeah, because it had a... All right. Well, that's good. Having a little more CO2 in the system is good. I'm not quite sure how it managed. Oh, I know how, because it clumped up. It clumped up. Oh, I could probably set up a way to do that, couldn't I? If I were to just say, come and deconstruct that one tube. Let me go check on the thing here. What do we got for printables? Iron? I'll take some more iron. Why not? Where was I? Right. If I say deconstruct this one pipe, I can let it clump up. I'll rebuild the pipe. This is kind of where I wish I had some mods. I'm not really running any mods, but if I had a mod, there's a mod that like you will let you clip the pipe without having to deconstruct. And that would be nice about now. But I don't have that, so I got to do it the old-fashioned way. Hopefully people come and do this. Here we go. Who's coming up here? It's Max again. Max likes it up here. Bam. All right. So now... Oh. No, it's starting to back up. Why are you backing up that direction? You shouldn't be backing up that direction. Well, we can still get you... I think it still helps a little. I don't know. High priority. Do it. That's odd that it decided to back up when the only thing this way is that. I don't know. Weird. Now let's see how this fares. Okay, you delivered. Come on, guys. Alright, you're building, and you're flowing. You're getting a little bit more in. Of course, this is all going to be moot once this guy activates to send this stuff out anyway. So in the 140s at the moment, it seems, for the most part. Yeah, look at it going. It's in the 140s. And then once this stuff hits, 150, it'll vent it out into space. Alright, so let's see. How we doing? You coming up here and working on... Okay, you finally came up to deconstruct that thing that I did sometime early last episode. Let's bump up the priority here a little bit, shall we? Please build these guys. I would like to actually get something done this episode. How are we doing on all of this other stuff? You're getting ready to erupt. You're erupting. You're getting ready to erupt. We're getting little bits of power from some of this stuff. How's our temperatures here? 126. Okay. It's coming back down slowly but surely. See, this whole area is orange now, whereas it was red, over here before. So, and it's getting towards the yellow end of orange too. So, that's good. 135. Better temperatures. Because see, better temperatures in here means that this pump is picking up the water that is going over to the electrolyzers at a lower temperature, which means the oxygen coming out should be a lower temperature, which means the base will be a lower temperature. Ah, all right. Little bits of this going. Getting all this cooling down. I put in some temp shift plates at some point. I don't remember if I did that on camera or not. How's our temperatures looking? Yeah, see, our temperatures are finally starting to get back down into more reasonable stuff here. Has it been 2 cycles or only 1? Oh, almost 2. All right. Let's go ahead and speed things up. Hopefully, oh look, they've actually started to build some stuff. Let's Alt-Z, get this thing going faster. Once this stuff is all in, it will be much better. All right, so there's that, but we only need the 14 in between, so we got that. How is our, let's see, refined metal, not refined metal, manufactured material, steel. All right, I don't know how much steel we've got or how much this is going to take, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I'm doing this all with ladders because I don't like jet suits. Jet suits are a good way to get narcoleptics killed when you're not looking. And narcoleptic is one of the negative traits that I tend to take because it's not too bad, other than that. Here you go. Hey, we got one of the bunker doors done. And we're going to set up some automation around this. Don't you worry. We're going to need to figure out exactly where we want some things. But it's also going to require the space scanners to be hooked up. This is going to take forever, and I'm already more than halfway through the episode. I mean, I could do a cut and come back once I've got some of this stuff built. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't do this very often, but this stuff takes forever to do. So I'm going to go ahead, give it a cut here, and I will come back once I've gotten this and maybe a little bit more, a few more bunker doors and stuff beyond this built, and we can get started on the actual setup that I want to do. I will see you then. Okay, I am back. Brief little segment here. I had to make a minor modification into my oxygen system. I basically just hooked this up, ran it over so that it was hooked into this that is supplying the suits, because the suits were having a hard time keeping up off of this, and this system keeps getting clogged with oxygen. In fact, it's still clogged with oxygen now that the suits are refilled. This produces a lot more oxygen than it is using. This one tends to, not. So, it does back up on it sometimes, but usually it backs up on the hydrogen. I have cleared most of the CO2 out of the base, although it started building up again. I think what's happening here is it's coming in here before it gets filtered, because ultimately there's a large amount of CO2 that got out of here when we were building it, and it has been slowly trickling down, and that's where we're getting a lot of this, random CO2 from that we've been having to take care of. So there's that. I figured that out. Let's go take a look at the setup so far. So I got all this built. I have started to, set up the pattern for this. They built this one for some reason. So let's take a quick look at the automation before I let the dupes just kind of build it. So we're going to see, right, so this wire is going to come from the scanner that is set to detect the meteor storms. That will come up to this filter gate, which will basically say, hey, you have to be receiving a green signal for so long before you send out the green signal yourself. This is because the scanner stops detecting the meteor storm before the meteors stop falling and start sending a green signal. So this will give us the delay we need to basically, get everything running so that it doesn't, open all the bunker doors and we still get hit with meteors. And speaking of, that goes up to the bunker doors. This will connect through all of these so that when the green signal is output, it'll, do that. It also comes down here to our NOT gate, which is basically just to connect to the buffer gate. This all goes to the XOR gate. So basically, it needs to get both signals. Kind of. It's a weird little piece of automation. But basically, what this part does is this goes over here to get the green signal when this sends it. We then have a delay for it to send the green signal here. What this should do is basically trigger the automation. This basically allows it so that things will start firing in sequence and basically do it over and over. Speaking of the automation, so we got this going up here. This goes directly through this first door. It will automatically start this first door running. It goes up to this buffer gate as well, which is set to trigger both this top door and the second door. And this goes down here. This will then, pattern will repeat, like so, because we haven't actually hooked up, much more of this. So this guy will go up to here and here, which will then go from there to there to down, and then up again and down, and we'll go through the whole thing that way. Now, I've made all these doors out of aluminum. This has pretty much used all my aluminum, and I'm still going to have to put mesh tiles down here where this row of buffer gates is, so that it doesn't fall through. That is where I am at the moment. I'm going to let the dupes build some of this stuff, and then come back, basically after that, and you can hopefully see the aftermath. I will see you then. Okay, I am back again. We blew right past cycle 800 trying to get this thing completed, but it's now complete, at least this portion of it. I think my automation is slightly off somewhere. Either I'm not supposed to have this NOT gate, or I need to have a NOT gate here, or maybe both. I'm not sure, but we should be able to put down the blueprint for our first space scanner, probably both of them. What am I looking for? Where is it? Is it under utilities? No, I think it's under, like, automation, isn't it? Yeah, space scanner. There we go. Wow, I am really low on iron. Huh. Alright, well, I've got enough for a couple of these. Boop. Well, one of those, which is all we need. You are set priority 8. That's fine. Let's go ahead and let things run again. Cycle 809. Alright, so I'm trying to remember. I think I've got, like I said, I think I have the automation slightly wrong, and I want to see that fixed. I'm having power issues still at the moment. Oh, also this. I've completely filled this. I'm going to have to set up some place for this to go. Fortunately, the initial part of it is already there because the pump has a line out, and there is power ready to be accessed. All I got to do is hook that up. I'm also going to have to run power up to these guys because these need to be faster. These don't, but these do. So that's another thing I'm going to have to do, which I'm going to have to figure out exactly what I'm doing for that. We have something else down here. Let's take a quick look. Coal, fine, whatever. Not that I'm in desperate need of it, but it's something that is useful as opposed to a bunch of useless duplicates. All right, so I'm going to have to look at it. So this outputs a green signal when the meteor storm is coming in. I've currently got it set to a NOT gate. Which would turn this green when it is not coming in. Which is going to come up here, set this to green. This is just a filter, so it has to make sure it stays green long enough. That will turn this on to open that up. Alright, so that's fine. I don't need the NOT gate there. It will come down here and to this. This will be green, which will signal this. Alright, that's got that. Okay, so I think this is actually right. This might actually be right. I'm going to still connect that last. So my automation actually might be correct. I was just second-guessing myself here. So we're going to have some issues the very first time unless I connect it during a meteor storm. But after that, it should function correctly. Oh, I have set this buffer gate to 1 second. I do need to copy the settings to all the rest of these, because all of those should be set to 1 second. So I think this might actually be ready, minus the few things to build. What am I going to do? I still need to run power. So what I'm going to do is in between episodes, I will run power to these guys. And then as soon as that is done, I will basically make ready for the next episode. Oh, this guy's going to need power too. So there is that. Where am I going to put a power transformer? That part I'm not so sure about because they do produce a little bit of heat. Like even these little guys, they produce some heat, don't they? Overheat temperature, blah, blah, blah. Do they? I know they produce heat. They got to. Large power transformer. Yes, it produces heat. 1,000 DTUs per second. Okay. So I'm going to need to have some place that is cooled somehow for the power transformer. I'll give that some thought. I might put something in like over here, with with some backdrop or something, some way of keeping it cool. Maybe I'll have to give that. Like I said, I have to give that a little bit of thought. But we are pretty much here. Let's go ahead and say yes. Turn that on, and I want to see if this ends up cycling or not. We're pretty much over time here, but I would really like them to. Could you please just do this? Build this. We're at yellow alert. Somebody come build this bloody thing. Somebody build it. We're on yellow alert. Somebody come build it. Please. Oh, I've also been having some major water issues as well. The down here, it's been leaking, and oh look, it's been leaking again, and I need to mop again. I've been having issues there. All right, come on, somebody come build this. Come build this. Unreachable. Why do you think you're unreachable? All right, you know what? Forget it. Let's just set this to 9 so that it stops that. I'll figure this out. I'll get it set up next episode. That's going to do it for this episode. We're over time. We got this thing built. We got our Regolith destroyer, our Regolith clearer. There we go. Built, and it's not quite ready to run yet. But we basically just need to feed power into this whole thing and get this knot gate built. Make that connection. It'll be ready. You are set for meteor showers. Good. Yeah, I think, yes, it's not scanning yet because that's there. That's fine. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm over time. That's it for this episode. So, until next time, have a good one.